What do we have? Nothing?
Here's one for you.
What do you got?
During your career, you played with John Stockton, Jason Kidd, Tony Parker. 3 Hall of Fame point guards. How did that shape you as a player or as a point guard? Or point guards are kind of the leader of the team, and you're around 3 of the best to ever play the game. How did that shape you?
It made me work extremely hard to have a place in this league. Those guys are all Hall of Famers, and they do different things. John taught me early on my preparation, how tough you needed to be to survive in this league, that you could survive without having the best gifts God-given as far as speed and athleticism. He didn't have that. There were other guys that were faster than him, stronger than him, but he found a way to get it done. Playing with Jason, probably one of the quickest guys that I've ever played against and with. His ability to make adjustments throughout the course of the game, his ability to lead, not always by verbally doing so, and that was okay. And then playing with Tony also, probably one of the top 3 finishers in the paint to ever play this game. And to see that you could grow, the maturation of seeing him younger and growing into the all-star that he is, that you can continue to get better every year. So it pushed me in the off-season to push myself. A lot learned across the board. It's just the beginning.
During your playing career, were you ever on a team that swept a really formidable opponent during the regular season? And did that ever carry over into the playoffs, like what Brooklyn has done with Miami?
Oh, I have to think about that one a little bit, but I think most guys would say that once the regular season is over with, the playoffs is a different beast. And so just because you found success against someone in the regular season doesn't guarantee anything in the playoffs.
From what you've seen of the Nets over, they've had a really nice run in the second. What's the difference in them from the team that you saw earlier in the season?
I think the huge thing is Pierce at the 4 and what that creates and their ability to get away with it, whether or not they're playing Minnesota and Paul's guarding Kevin Love throughout the course of the night, having multiple ball handlers on the floor. When Darren Williams was out, Sean Livingston really stepped up, and then now having that 2-guard front a little bit helps them get into their sets quick, get up and down quicker. And I think they've, kind of got used to the way Jason coaches and found a good rhythm.
Why is Paul playing out of position such an advantage for them rather than a disadvantage?
Well, because he's, I don't know how many points Paul scored in his career, so he's a natural scorer. So his ability to get bigs away from the bucket, then he still thinks like a small. He still has that beautiful pump fake like a small. That hasn't gone anywhere. And then he's smart enough and tough enough to box out and keep forwards off from rebounding the basketball. So his knowledge is helping him play the 4, and then his overall skill and understanding of the game is letting him get away with it.
Did Jay Kidd reach out to you at all, or you reach out to him when he got the coaching job? I know he was here for a week of summer league, and you guys were together in the backcourt for a couple of years. Did you guys talk coaching at all whenever he got the gig?
We did not. We just congratulated each other, and that was probably the stint of it.
What type of elements have you seen in his coaching, however much or little you've seen of him, that carried over from his days as a player?
It's interesting. You see the former players right now, whether it's Jeff Hornacek, whether it's Jason Kidd. A lot of times you go back to your roots of old school NBA, of taking advantage of mismatches, recognizing those. And so that's where he gets really good of manipulating whether who's guarding Joe Johnson, who's guarding Pierce, who's guarding Darren Williams, who needs to be posted up. So making those adjustments throughout the course of the game. But it's old school NBA. I'm going to see who I can score on, and we're going to manipulate it and get it done.
With Pierce at the 4, did you consider making any changes to the starting lineup?
I considered it, but I'm not going to.
Okay. So still Dwayne and Kyle?
Still Dwayne and Kyle.
Someone good?